Rebels Season 3. This season is a lot better than the prior two seasons. It's kind of what I predicted. You know, each season of the show gets better and better, and I can't wait for Season 4. Even though it's not like... I would not consider Rebels to be, like, better than, like, a Clone Wars or the Bad Batch. It's still a good show, and this season kind of proves it. It kind of has the same, like, formula like the Clone Wars has, where it kind of goes to different parts of the galaxy, but instead of it being anthology styled, it's more episodic, where you have like these characters going to different locations and different people that actually lead up into the season finale, which is kind of cool. I feel like I want to start off by talking about Kanan, or Caleb Dune. I mean, I'm just gonna call him Kanan. I really like him this season, because in the season 2 finale he got blinded, like he cannot see anything, and the season 3 premiere actually has him going to like, this creature called like the Bendu, and he kind of teaches him how to regain his sight without actually seeing. It's basically him using the Force to see everything, basically. And he made, like, impressed me. I actually really like him now, because he's basically doing everything that I did before, except blind. Like, he is completely trusting in the Force. And the way he moves, the way he just the way he moves, the way he acts is exactly the same as how he was before getting blinded. And I like that. I like how his character is still the same, except he's now blind. He's basically doing all this cool flips and jumps and deflecting blaster bolts, all just blind, which makes it even more impressive, and it gives my respect. I tip my hat to you, Kanan, and I hope to see more of that in next season, because, like, I like that. And it's kind of similar to, like I said, the Ninja Turtles show in 2012, where a character had an injury, and in the Season 3 premiere, he has to learn to deal with it, and that's what he deals with for the rest of the show. But, yeah, I also like the Bendu. Because I thought the Bendu would have only appeared in, like, that one time. But no, the Bendu, he appeared, like, a lot. Mainly because that's where the planet they're staying at. I forget what it's called. But basically, like, I guess it's the precursor to Yavin 4, I think, because I think in the season finale they talk about Yavin. So I think season 4 they're going to Yavin, I think, as kind of like a permanent stay. Well, until the original trilogy, but which is, I kind of find weird, because it's implying that they've only stayed at Yavin for a couple years, really, which I always assumed it was more. But, you know, that's kind of what it is in Star Wars. You think they stayed there for a while, but nope, it's just a couple years. But I like the Bendu. I like how he's like this god at the end of the season. I'm going to assume he is dead. I don't know. I like him. He's a pretty cool character. I thought he would have been kind of like this. Like, I thought he would have been more like Yoda, where he kind of just gives the wisdom. But no, he's this literal god that's raining lightning from the sky and just defying all logic to Trawn, which is another thing I should talk about, is Trawn. I understand why people like Trawn so much. He's literally this guy that's 10 steps ahead of everyone, and he's the only serious person. Like, he's so, like, this is like, he would fit perfectly in the Clone Wars, but he's plopped into Rebels. And I like the irony where it's like, I like Thrawn's, like, his ego. Like, it's like, oh, this is easy, this is a child's play. Like, it's kind of meta where it's like, this show is meant for children. You have Thrawn who's acting all serious. He would literally fit perfectly in the Clone Wars show, or in any other show except Rebels. He's plopped into this show where all the characters are all happy and go-lucky, and just Thrawn is just making their life hell. It's just such an ironic thing that I love about the show. Thrawn's the best part of the season. Also, I should say, Ezra, cause I remember seeing clips of the show, and I always wondered, why is Ezra cut his hair, and why is his lightsaber green? They never explain that in the show. Just a season 3 premiere just has him with cut hair and a green lightsaber. They don't really explain it, really, unless I missed an episode on that. Cause like I said, I'm doing all the essential episodes, plus like a little bit more, you know, episodes here and there, that aren't part of this essential watching that I have up while watching it. So Yeah, the story's flowing along pretty well. Like, the show is more just Rebels versus Empire at this point. It expanded from, like, the Ghost Crew versus the Empire. It's more the entire rebellion now, which it feels more grand. And I get why people like the show. I kind of was hesitant on this show, but now I see why. Season 3 pretty much proves me this show is this grandiose show. But does that mean that it's better than everything else on my list? Like, this like a top tier like season of the show? Like, is it like really that good? No, there's a couple of, like, I can tell that this aired on Disney XD. Like, even if I never knew this show was on Disney XD, like, I can feel like it is, because, and also because it's mainly meant for kids. Like, there's some stuff where it's like, yeah, okay, they're doing that, alright. Like, it's not like they're doing tropes in other kids shows. It's like, it's not as complex as like the Clone Wars, where even though that was on a kids network, it tested the limits of what a child thinking is. Like it's meant for children, because it actually expands their brain power. It's not just mindless entertainment. The same can be said with Rebels, but on a lesser effect, where if I was a child, I'd be like, okay, that's cool. You have different opinions, especially among the Empire and among the Rebels. But it's not all the time. Like, it's not like this constant theme in the show. Like, you have characters arguing with each other, but then when it comes to the fighting, they're just side-by-side fighting, and all is forgiven. Like, it's not something that's like gonna hold a grudge for the rest of the episode or the series. Like, it's just up the characters are fighting for a little bit, then up they make up at the end, or well, they have an action scene and up they're friends again. It's not a big deal. It's just what I like. It works for the Ghost Crew because they're family. They say they're family, and it basically is. They are just basically a mishmash family, which I like. Like, Kanan's the father, Hera's the mother, Ezra is the beating of the kids, and Zeb is the weird uncle, and Chop is the dog. Like, it's literally a family just with aliens and people who are strangers who are not related to each other, but they are related to each other because they're family. So where does it lie in my rankings then? Season 3 of Rebels goes above Season 2 of Rebels, but below Season 2 of the Clone Wars. Yeah, it's not above that threshold. Like, it's kind of difficult for me to rank these seasons above a Clone Wars season, because all the Clone Wars seasons are good, well, except the first one, but every other Clone Wars season, I just can't rank it above it. Like, I just can't. But maybe Season 4 can, I don't know. But, it's just, right now, all the seasons are below Season 2 of Clone Wars. Look, so far, Rebels is a really good show. Like, it is, like, Rebels is a good show. And just because they're in these rankings or these positions doesn't mean that's a bad show. It's just I just kind of have to put it there. Like, this season made it difficult for me to choose, because I was really considering putting it above Season 2 of the Clone Wars, but I didn't. It's below it, so it's where it's at. Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna go now, so goodbye everyone.